I assumed it was something so easy to be taken care of.
Sadly, Tara Miller was wrong about the bump she discovered behind her ear.
It was starting to hurt to eat, and I thought I kind of just thought it was from my earring or something.
Instead, the lump was something much more serious than the 29-year-old would have ever imagined.
Then I went to a doctor who ordered a CT, and it came back as something suspicious, so they did a needle biopsy, and that came back as melanoma.
Melanoma is one of the most serious forms of skin cancer in young adults ages 25 to 29. The diagnosis was a shock to the Longport, New Jersey resident, who always made a point of getting yearly skin checks and applying sunscreen whenever she went outside.
And I kind of just sat there and I was like, how did I get melanoma? It felt like a lump. Isn't melanoma in the skin? But later down the road, they figured it was actually a mole that had started up here.
Equally surprised was her twin sister, Lauren.
What started as a mole in the past 11 months has also turned into 14 brain tumors and, 4 spots in her lungs. And I think the perception of melanoma is that it's just on the skin. Maybe you can have it removed or you can do this, but it isn't. It's a much more serious and deadly form of cancer.
Despite having stage 4 melanoma, Lauren says her sister is more concerned about others.
Ever since she's found out, her reaction has been to worry about everyone else because she's so strong.
A lawyer by trade, Tara has started a foundation that she hopes will help educate people about this deadly disease and raise much-needed dollars for additional research.
I mean, the research just isn't there. You're trying to make decisions based on either unfinished studies or studies that there haven't been enough of. We kind of just felt like it was something we could do where we could change something.
Last month, the Tara Miller Melanoma Foundation held its first Make the Best of It bash. More than 700 people attended.
And will hopefully provide a lifetime to melanoma patients.
Everyone was deeply moved, including her parents.
Tara was on top of the world, passed the bar, lawyer, job, ready to move on with a great life, and this hits you. This cancer is strong, quick, devastating, and I don't think people realize what a fight you have on your hands when you have this form of cancer.
To hear Tara explain what she's been through puts it all into perspective.
Well, I guess it all started a week after I was diagnosed. I had my first surgery, July 17th. And since then, I've had 3 craniotomies, 4 rounds of Gamma Knife, 6 weeks of proton therapy, 3 weeks of whole brain radiation, 4 rounds of ipilimumab, which is a immunotherapy drug.
And she suffers from short-term memory loss. Older sister Christy is amazed by Tara's strength.
She's the strongest person any of us know. I don't think the family would be as strong right now if she didn't set the tone and just make it very clear, like, sorrow, it's just not in her nature and she doesn't allow for it.
And her message is a strong one.
I mean, I grew up at the shore, going to the beach, going to the pool. I think you just have to recognize the warnings are serious. I mean, I think when you're younger, you don't realize how serious the statistics are, and you think they won't affect you.
Stay the hell out of the sun and go to a dermatologist because this is not something you want to deal with.